I heard that near my house and in the Queens Hill area that there's been some bodies found in a house and that there's loads of police circling the area. I don't really know who they are or if anybody knows them or has had any contact with anyone, but it is quite serious and the whole estate are worrying.
And can I ask you how you feel about what's happened? What is your reaction to this terrible news?
I was quite shocked. I thought, Queens Hill's quite a quiet estate. There's not really a lot happening going on around here, and it's quite a shock to everyone. But I'm quite shocked because, it's not, you don't hear it every day, and it's just very scary because it could be someone you know or someone you've walked past or someone that maybe your friends know. It's just very scary.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well. You amazing, amazing people, you. It's Monday. It's Monday. And what kind of things are we going to have come up this week? You'll see there's a little bit of a change to the background. We have been moving about, and I have subsequently changed my studio around yet again. And over the next few days, you will see some changes to the channel and the layout, so keep your eyes peeled. But anyway, I'm sure at the end of it, it's going to look amazing, but not half as amazing as what you guys look. But anyway, we've got some meat and potatoes to talk to, as the video thumbnail would show. We have a situation here in the UK, and look, I know some of you are going to be like, clickbait, 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 because even though this is it's not 4 students that have been slain. It's actually a family that has been slain over here in the UK. And we're going to talk a little bit about it because I think it's interesting to see, because as you saw at the beginning of this is down the road from me. This is literally, I can actually get to this place in around 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes away. I know it kind of says 45 on the map, but I can travel in time. I'm a very good driver. But it's about 35 minutes down the road, 30 minutes down the road. Costessy, or it's known around these parts as Costessy. We call it Costessy. It's basically like the Norwich. That's the nearest city to ourselves. But we're going to touch on exactly what's going on here so you can understand a little bit more about it, and I can perhaps sort my screen out here so we share it, so we have a look. So this is it, look. Family of 4 found dead in house. And what I'm going to say, first of all, is everything that I say in this video is my opinion. If I say it's my opinion, it's opinion. If I say it's fact, it's fact. The fact is, there's a family of 4 and they've been found dead in a home in Costessy, which is down the road from myself. That's a fact. And a fact is also that law enforcement in this case seemingly could have prevented this from happening. And we're going to talk about it because I know that there's some real pro-law enforcement, like we've seen in the Idaho 4 case in the UK, in the US, sorry. We hear people who don't want anything bad said about law enforcement, about the way it was handled, about the way in which lots of these interviews started happening. Brian go, oh, we can't see him, and every single thing that's really important, and you would say would be absolute. You need to protect them. They're just not there. They're not there. They don't have access to them anymore. And this, we're going to get to what happened in this in a second, but some little background information. So it says a man, a woman, and 2 young girls from the same family have been found dead at a house. Police forced entry to the home in Costessy near Norwich after a call from a concerned member of public. Norfolk police said the bodies of the man, 45, woman, 36, and the girls were discovered inside, all with injuries. Obviously, they're not explaining anything at this time further than that, not in this news report anyway. They have named the gentleman. I'll put his name on the screen because if I try and pronounce it, I will absolutely fucking annihilate it, and we don't want to be doing that. But yeah, there's a couple of little girls as well, as you saw at the beginning of the video. It says, Detective Chief Inspector Chris Burgess, who is leading the investigation, said 3 of the family lived at the address, but the woman involved was visiting. The identity of those who died will not yet be revealed. Again, after this, they have come out. Officers were called to Allen Bedford Crescent at about 7:15, Greenwich Mean Time at 7:15 in the morning. I understand that the news of this incident will be shocking to the local community, and as soon as we can, we will release more information. Our investigation is in the very early stages, and this is clearly a very distressing and tragic incident. Now look, isolated incident. A knife found in nearby woodland was not thought to be linked to the deaths. Detective Chief Inspector Burgess said. He confirmed that officers were not currently investigating any other locations, but would remain in Allen Bedford Crescent for a considerable time. Now, obviously, the information I talk about in this video is at the time of recording this video, and there is a chance that things will move pretty swiftly. My initial reactions to this is that when they show the pictures, they show Dad, they show the little girls. They don't show Mum's face. They're covering Mum's face. Obviously, they're saying that this knife that was found in woodland nearby is not in connection to this, which I found interesting. We can only speculate on what the injuries were and what, again, at this time, what actually happened inside the home. But the fact that they're blurring the mum's face out, I know that it's going to make people automatically think, well, did the mum do something and then do something to herself? I know that's what people are going to be thinking. I don't want to say that that's what happened because, again, we don't know at this stage. It says, I would urge people to be cautious around the information they share on social media and between each other. We don't want false information getting out there because that can frustrate the inquiry and cause undue distress where it's not needed. So please rely on the information the police are sharing. So again, they're grabbing the bull by the horns with this. Detective Chief Inspector Burgess confirmed that officers were called to the same house on the 14th of December as part of a missing persons inquiry and said the particular investigation would be re-examined. They'll actually put themselves forward to be investigated over that. And this is going to get worse, by the way. Just bear with me. We want to get this absolutely right. And the way we get it right is being detailed, accurate, and taking our time to do so. Continued Detective Chief Inspector Burgess. We can confirm all 4 were found with injuries and post-mortem examinations will be held in due course to establish cause of death. He confirmed the family's next of kin had been informed and were being supported. Daniel Seeley lives on the estate about 200-300 yards from the house, 185 275 meters. Mr. Seeley said he was shocked, absolutely shocked after seeing the news. It's a quiet estate. Things don't happen around here like this, he said. And this is Sharon. She's also from the same estate and says that they've been left in shock. Sharon Blundell, the Liberal Democrat councillor for Old Costessy on South Norfolk Council, said she was hoping to arrange support for the community affected. Ms. Blundell said she was still in shock and added, it's tragic. You don't expect that on such a close-knit community. Our community is lovely and always there for each other. And this young lady here is the young lady that you heard at the beginning of this video. Jocelyn Atienza, a neighbour, said she knew the family, but only in passing as her children went to school together. I only met them sometimes in the street because my son and her kids go to the same school. So we met sometimes in school or in the street and said hello, she said. We said she was left shaken by the sad and tragic news. And we're going to swap over to this now. So Norwich Desk Police ignored a call made by a man at home where engineer and his 2 young daughters, 12 and 7, were found dead an hour later, along with a woman. And this is what I'm talking about here. We've got the younger daughter here. It might be the older daughter, and that's when she was young. I don't actually know when this was taken, but you'll see they've blurred mum's face out. So whether that's for some legal reasons, I'm not 100% sure. But again, I know how people are going to react to that. I just want to say at this stage, as far as the investigation and information that's out there in the public eye, I haven't seen anything with respect of saying who did what. So that is information we're waiting. But these are the 2 girls. Look, obviously, I'd say that's a little bit of an older picture, perhaps. They're saying 12 and 7. Does she look 12? A referral has been made to the police watchdog today over the deaths of a family in Norfolk after police failed to attend a 999 call made from the address where their bodies were later found. And we're talking about an hour. So this was obviously an ongoing situation. And this is that name again, but I do apologise. Bartlomiej Kuczynski, perhaps. I'll try. Sometimes I try and win, sometimes I try and fail. 45 and his daughters, aged 12 and 7, were found dead yesterday inside the house in Costessy near Norwich, alongside a 36-year-old woman whose identity has not yet been disclosed. So again, a completely hidden who this lady is. And again, she's obviously deceased as well. So I'm just wondering whether this, again, as alluded to, was kind of, it was all retained in that house, what happened. Obviously, they've stated that they're not looking at any other addresses, and even though some weapon was found elsewhere, it's not in connection. So it's not like they're saying that someone's gone away and dumped a weapon. Norfolk police confirmed they had received a call from a man at the address at 6 a.m, but offers did not attend. And let's not forget, it was around 7:15 that they were then found. So police were only sent to the house after receiving a second call at 7 a.m. from a member of the public who was concerned about the people inside. The 4 injured bodies were found when police broke in at 7:15. As a result, Norfolk Police confirmed that it referred itself to the Independent Office of Police Conduct, or the IOPC. Now, how well that's going to get looked in, we can only speculate. But what do we learn from it? Do we learn? Do we learn? Do we learn? Is anything learnt from these tragic events? And then we've got some pictures again, what you saw at the beginning of the videos. But as you can see, they've taped it all off. They have strapped the tent to the front of the property. They're in there. They're all in their proper suits. The force said in a separate IOPC referral had already been made over their involvement with the family on December the 14th, when Mr. Costessy, potentially that's his name, was reported to have gone missing and was later found wandering nearby. A Norfolk police spokesman said a second referral has been made to the IOPC today following the identification of a 999 call made yesterday morning at 6 a.m. by a man at the address, and police resources were not deployed. Officers had been called to the address shortly before 7 a.m. after a member of the public made a call, so they're just recycling what they'd spoken about earlier. But this is an incredibly tragic situation. We've got a family who, sadly, four people, lives gone like that. And again, it's very, very close to home. It's somewhere where we frequent. Like I say, it's literally just down the road. The police force there is the police force that covers us here. So they're all local to us. And yeah, do you know what I mean? It's interesting, though, because we're now going to see how the situation is handled over here in comparison to how things were handled in Idaho after the Idaho 4. Now, obviously, the difference here is that this is a house within a community. These are young children, a young children's school nearby. And this is a brutal incident by all accounts, where very young children are involved. And I'm just wondering whether they're going to knock this house down to help the community heal, or build a garden or something nearby. Who knows? But as soon as updates become available, I will let you know what's going on. Again, things might have changed by the time you get to see this video, but again, we'll keep on top of it. If you want to know anything, let me know down below. Apart from that, keep your eyes out for video 2 later on today, as we're talking about Ashley Bumfield. That's it, Ashley Butterbean. Catch you all later.